This episode is called Two Tall Tales, and I must say I appreciate all alliteration. The episode will of course be about Tails being too short to ride a roller coaster, so he steals a Robotnik device to make himself taller. The last episode was fantastic, so I hope this can keep pace, but expectations will be kept low. We start with Robotnik torturing a scientist for information, and this isn't Sonic or Tails, so I don't think it's bingo time yet, but close. The scientist, named Professor von Schlemmer, seems to take an odd amount of pride in being Robotnik's prisoner. Meanwhile, the Nutlets work on finishing von Schlemmer's machine. They finish, but of course, it doesn't work. This infuriates Robotnik, and von Schlemmer refuses to talk short of torture. This man is a masochist. I'm not sure if I made that clear yet, but yeah, the show isn't subtle, so I won't be either. Robotnik uses the cruelest method of torture he knows, a light feather against the bottom of his foot. Von Schlemmer can't take it anymore and tells them what they did wrong, after which he is shipped off to the jungle. We cut to see Sonic and Tails running from Coconut. Hey, glad to see you back. Don't think we've seen Coconut since the Big Daddy episode. Sonic digs a hole into the ground, finds an underground reservoir, and erupts it to create a geyser, then builds several walls for the now slipping Coconut to crash through. This assures their escape to, look, you have eyes, you can read the sign. YouTube will not be happy if I say it out loud. Here in this place full of sentient hot dogs, I hate it here. Don't think too closely about anything here, least of all the mass cannibalism there. People must go through on a regular basis. Tails is a glutton. That's the joke. We go back to Robotnik fixing the machine as Grounder point blank asks what the machine is called and what it does. It's called the Humongo Gizmo and is an enlarging device. Robotnik uses a bit of belly button lint from Grounder as a demonstration. Don't question it. It works at first, but he wants this lint to be huge, so he goes to full power. Seeing as this has factually never worked before, ever, the machine blows up. To Sonic and Tails, Tails is a glutton. That's the joke. It's even funnier the second time, trust me. We see an orange cloud forming over Sonic and von Schlemmer? We don't see him, but he clearly speaks here. I almost wonder if this was supposed to be a Sonic line that was accidentally given to the wrong actor. The cloud falls on Tails. He's a glutton! That's the joke! It's even funnier the third time! The cloud predictably makes Tails grow. Tails is now several stories tall, and his already gluttonous appetite is now multiplied with him needing to eat an entire food emporium's worth of food just to settle down even slightly. Robotnik shows up and somehow spins the story as if Sonic had plotted for Tails to grow into a monster. Good on you, Robotnik, actually being kind of smart for once. In a shocking show of intelligence from the show, the waitress doesn't believe him because Sonic and Robotnik are well-known figures on the planet and they all know he's a criminal. So Robotnik goes in claiming he turned over a new leaf and comes with gifts for everyone. Of course, this works. And again, I have to confess, the background chatter from the citizens got a laugh out of me. Something about them calling Robotnik such a nice guy got to me. Tails continues to terrorize the world with his gluttony as the citizens panic from Tails returning to the city. The city has now completely embraced Robotnik and rejected Sonic. Robotnik leaves to his fortress to get a weapon to defeat Tails as the robots do a dumb and start talking evil plots. Sonic puts on a disguise too. Honestly, I'm not sure. He already knew what he needed to from the robots, and he easily could have beaten them without a disguise. I think the episode agrees with me because midway in he just ditches a disguise, but the robots just go along with it anyway. Sonic finally, and I mean finally, stops the act to go save von Schlemmer. He's in a massive pit solving crossword puzzles. Sonic gets him out, and as a reward, von Schlemmer tells Sonic how to counter the Humongo Gizmo. He has to shrink Tails again. He needs a garlic in a garden 5,012 miles away, and hey, wasn't this the garden in the Breezy episode? Even as the dragon. Sonic comes back, but he's too late, as Robotnik is also back with his instant freeze cannon. These quote-unquote geniuses can't figure out how to feed a starving fox food, so they instead build a contraption on the spot to feed him. This contraption is basically just a giant chili dog launcher. They fulfill the machine's purpose to send it to Tails, along with the garlic, of course. Robotnik also fires his freeze ray, but is a moment too late as Tails shrinks down before it hits him. The ray somehow comes around and freezes Robotnik, scratching Grounder. Don't question it, the episode ends on yet another Tails is a glutton joke. It's even funnier the 80th time! The Sonic says is, oh boy, yeah, this was gonna happen eventually. The Sonic says is about the food pyramid. They never outright say the term food pyramid, but it's obvious that that's what this is about. As most of you probably know, the food pyramid has been rightfully bashed by basically everyone for being woefully incorrect, and even its original creators calling it a Frankenstein's monster of sorts due to corporate meddling turning it into a complete lie. The intention for the segment is good, but yeah, this is the first one I can confidently tell someone not to follow. All in all, low end of the spectrum, but not at the bottom. Not really worth remembering, it's just there. Until next time, stay safe, take care, have a good one. Bye!